Oh gosh, hi, I'm Gozo. I'm from the Terror and the Fox gift shop. Please help me. My brother's all trapped behind. You should go to Terror and the Fox and rescue us. Thank you so much. Oh gosh. Baldy and Mr. Handsome are here to do another one of their, I guess, reviews. God, these guys think they're way more important than they are. Okay, bye, everybody. Oh, thanks for that, Gorzo. Anyway, everyone, I'm Justin with This Is Scary Wisconsin, joined once again for another season by my best friend, Gage. And tonight, as Gorzo said, it is, in fact, Terror on the Fox 2025. So we had a chance to go to their media night event, and Gage and I actually wanted to open the review by talking about this a little bit. The tickets were comped tonight. We were sent through VIP Platinum passes, and you know, a lot of times there's kind of a worry that when tickets are comped or maybe shows are fabricated for the media, that it affects the scores or the reviews in some way, shape, or form. Of course, you guys that watch our reviews here on the regular know that we don't do business that way. You guys know we don't float that way. Tonight's review is 100% performance-based, and we had a chance to come through a week previous. So, of course, we took a look at that show. We took a look at tonight's show during media night. The shows were so similar, it would basically be impossible for myself or Gage to say, yeah, that was a fabricated show just for media night. So we can put those fears to bed, we can put that to rest, and we can get right into 2025. But first, check out all this awesome free shit they gave us.
We got all this stuff
yeah.
for it.
Yeah!
The perks of being a reviewer.
Nice, that was good. So we're going to jump right in. We're going to start things off with general. Is there a website? Does it have up-to-date information? Yes. Is there a clearly labeled parking lot with parking available? Yes. Is there a clearly labeled ticket booth presenting prices? I said yes. I also said no. I still don't see the prices as clearly as I think I should be seeing them for a big name haunt like this. So I gave a point. I didn't give a point. I don't know. Is there clear queue lines? Yes. Is the rules listed before the first attraction? Yes. Are music and audio appropriate throughout the haunt? Yes. Did actors stay in character throughout the attraction? Yes. Was the haunt fully well-staffed? Yes. Was there clear directions through and after the haunt was over? Yes. Was lighting appropriate? Yes. Were there any unusual scents? No-ish. I gave 1 out of 2 points. There were some scents. They weren't as strong as I want to see to give the full 2 points, so I gave 1 instead. Did you catch another group? No, 2 points. Was the scenery quality? Yes. Did the haunt maintain immersion? Yes. We actually saw a few things that kind of made us say, oh, that's a sensor. Oh, that's a trip pad. So we gave 1 out of 2 points there. Was the walking path safe and well maintained? Yes. Was it appropriately priced? Yes. Good atmosphere? Yes. Did you see personal items, out-of-theme costumes, or shoes? No. Full points. Was the haunt well organized? Oh, hell yes. Were the staff helpful in doing their job? Yes. Was the haunt a complete attraction? Yes. Terror on the Fox is quite possibly one of the most complete haunted attractions in the state. Were advertised icon characters present, or did the haunt advertise something that it did not deliver or accurately present? Yes. Both points. All icon characters we saw advertised in media, online, in emails, in advertisements, they were all present. They got full points for this. So, believe it or not, my score is 37 or 38 out of 40. They did very, very well for general scores. I know it's kind of confusing, Gage. I don't think it's going to matter at the end of the day, but 37 or 38, either way, really solid for general performance, and I really liked what I saw. Gage, give it to us with the scares.
Sure. Are we doing bonus points after?
No, we're going to discuss the haunt first.
Oh, okay. All right. So, my points, going down for scares. Did actors attempt to scare you? 2 out of 2 points. Were masks, costumes of good quality? Yes. 1 out of 1 point. Did props seem real? Yes. 1 point. There were often times where we're going through it and Justin's like, is that thing real? Is that real?
Really good.
How many times have you said that?
Really top. Yep.
Were actors in positions to enhance the scares? I gave them 1 out of 2 points. This being said, there was plenty of times where I'm catching quite a few actors before they really initiate a scare. So I had to give him 1 out of 2 points there. I am fast, by the way. Don't take that personal. If I caught you, I am a fast walker. Was there a variety of characters and creatures, say that 3 times fast, on sites unless stated otherwise? Yes, 2 points. Did actors scare you twice in a scene? Yes, 2 points. 3 times in a scene? Yes, another 2 points. Did an actor scare you from below the waist? Yes, 2 points. Did an actor scare you from above the shoulders? Yes, 2 points. I love saying these because as we're going through the haunt, these actors who, if you're watching this, you know we're talking about you when we said, that's from above, that's below. Like, that was us still going through the haunt. So you know who you are. Did actors use a variety of scare tactics? Out of 3 points, I gave them 2. Reason being was because there was a lot of either like just normal talking, which I like, but most of the time it's just screaming. And it's not the vanilla like boo screaming. It's like it's the cool, morphing your voice like you're a vampire, zombie, whatever. It's good, but the thing is there wasn't much of a variety. Was there a go home scare in the last room or a contact point in that attraction at the end? Yes, there was. 2 points. Was the haunt the same old scary, SOS, or did the haunt change some things from the previous years? Out of 3 points, I did give them 2. The most of the haunt kind of felt the same, with an exception. This is where the 2 points came in, was the spider room and an additional TV room that I've noticed, because I don't recollect those being in the 2024 season. If they were, hey,
they weren't.
Bonus points.
They weren't.
They weren't? Okay. So most of it, yeah. Anyways, did actors seem well-trained and enthusiastic? Yes, 2 points. Were props, animatronics, and electronic devices in working order? Yes, 2 points. Were there any unique scares? Yes, 2 points. I liked that screaming box. That screaming box just right outside in that path, I like that. That's one of the ones I want to know. Did anyone use vanilla lines during the scare? During their scares? No, 2 points.
Just for reference, that's like boo, get out, fresh meat, help me, like that kind of stuff. There was none of that.
Mm-hmm. If it is a no-touch haunt or a contact haunt, did the haunt abide by these rules unless it was stated? Yeah. They abide by the rules. I was not touched at whatsoever. Yeah. 2 points. Did sounds enhance the scares? Yes, 2 points. Sounds like I'm going through puberty right now. Was spoken language appropriate? Yes, 2 points. And lastly, was makeup on point? Yes, 2 points. Their makeup, it was great. It was really good. Like, there was at some points where I looked at an actor in the face and I was kind of scared to really look at them because I'm like, are you okay? Is your skin falling apart? Do you need help? I can get you a bandage. Like, that my lizard brain kicked in there. I used Justin's word. My lizard brain kicked in there.
Lizard.
So, hang on. Lizard. Okay. Anyways, out of the total 40 points, that was, like you, mirroring Justin, 37 out of 40.
So they got 74-75 raw points, which is really, really good.
75 out of 80?
74-75, because I had 37-38. Yeah.
Do you just want to give that a 0.5? If you really feel so... We got to give them a straight up. No, I am not going to put that on Instagram and do 74 or 75. All right. It's a 74.5.
All right, we'll do it in half. 74.5. I'm good with that. All right, so let's take a peek. And let's just let me just do a little wax poetic here quick so I can get on my soapbox. Each year since 2022, Terror on the Fox has been getting better and better. Everything from costumes to props to character work and scare actor placement has really improved. Their nautical theme currently is stellar, and they have continued to improve the look of their epic centerpiece, the Scarlet Storm. This thing has massive like features that they're showing now. I know it sounded like I was about to like swallow my face there, but I was like, I'm actually not going to say what it is because I think you should go to the haunt to see this centerpiece for yourself. It's really, really cool. It is definitely something worth the trip to see, and I like the changes that they've made to it. I had a chance to reach out to General Manager Ted this year and ask him what he was most excited for at Terror on the Fox. I know he thought we were just playing Fortnite and I was making casual bullshit conversation, but I was in fact preparing for a review 3 weeks later. And what Ted told me got me really excited. I'm really excited for our new icon characters. And I want you guys to understand, when you're having a conversation with somebody, you can tell if they're like, I'm really excited for our new icon characters. No. I could hear the excitement in Ted's voice. I'm really excited for our new icon characters. They look so amazing, and I can't wait to see what the guests think about them. This was awesome to hear, and this actually got me hyped too. And then when we got to see these new icon characters, it was even better. And it lived up to the hype. Let me just say he wasn't wrong. And that was epic. Now, both these new icons entertained the lines and kept groups of customers on their toes. So I just kind of want to talk about the haunt in general here, Gage, if that's okay with you. The train is excellent. They have great music. The lighting is awesome and aggressive with the strobes. And the actors are doing exactly what they should be. They're scaring and entertaining the guests. And they're not just half-assing it or phoning it in either. They have some of their best actors and actresses on this train. They did a fantastic job, and I wanted to make sure I showed that whole crew some love. The trail continues to be a well-themed, tight-knit, and claustrophobic experience, though we did have some issues that we'll discuss during this review as we get into personal points and then kind of maybe some of the misses for the event. The actual trail itself was still good. We didn't get bottlenecked like we did last year, and they really seemed to be moving groups at a better pace. That is most excellent, and it makes the event and it makes the experience so much better. Now, waiting in line outside of the house, again, the musical performances, the faux musical performances are really cool. And it takes a lot to be able to do that. I know that's something that they rehearse. I know that's something that they try out for. And I can just tell there's no chance I'd ever be able to do something like that. Awesome job and awesome work to everybody that works outside of the house. Let's get into in the house real quick. Some brand new rooms this year. I really liked that. It was nice that they were switching things up and giving us a little bit different taste this year than they have in years past. Because truthfully, Gage, had there not been some new rooms, I would have expected you to take more points off, honestly. This was a nice change of pace, and it was a chance for Terror on the Fox to try to do some new things. I also noticed some new motion props. Really cool, and I really do like that. The event from start to finish was solid, it was fun, it was engaging, and it affected most of my senses. Fantastic experience. Gage, the haunt in general, what did you think?
The haunt in general, like, you kind of hit that nail on that head. That it really just got better throughout the years, because here it is, it's scary. I'd like to feel like we're kind of their biggest critics, you know?
We are.
We're not always throwing 10 out of 10s we're not giving 100%, we're not giving A's, we're not giving, you know, we really get down to the nitty-gritty, and I can understand how we could seem like the villain, but I want to make it clear that, you know, we really just come from a heart, and we care about this industry, we want to see it grow. And because of our harping, I feel like we have seen a lot of improvement. And I'm not saying we're the sole reason, but I'm going to get off my own little high horse right now. Tara and the Fox has had some massive improvements throughout the last couple of years here. Whether that be
That's
just
a
general...
very accurate statement. I want you to say it one more time, but this time with feeling.
That's cool, because I completely forgot.
Tara and the Fox has made some massive improvements. They
really have. They have. From atmosphere to line, is it called choreography? It's not
management and entertainment.
Line management, entertainment, as well as food, you know, just the simple amenities is an incredible thing that can get a haunt propelled forward from the average haunt.
Yeah.
Tara and the Fox used to be something to where I would leave and be like, okay, all right, how do I make this review? You know, how do I not sound like a jerk? But the last couple of years that I have been leaving, I haven't had to think that way. I've been more or less, you know, thinking, dang, okay, should that be bonus points? Should this be bonus points? Like, they really have improved, and I'm really happy to see that they are shining. They're shining. They really are.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I want to break from the review just for a moment to remind everybody that merch links are in the description of this video. If you guys like the Is It Scary merchandise, like my catchphrase t-shirt or Gage's OG t-shirt, make sure you check out the merch, show us some love, and of course make sure you're following us on social media at Instagram, Is It Scary Wisconsin, and of course on YouTube, Is It Scary Wisconsin. And real quick, before we go any further, I'd like to remind everybody that there are a lot of imitators out there basically trying to copy us and match what we do, but remember, if it ain't Is It Scary, it ain't shit. Let's get back to the review. I'm ready to talk about bonus points. I'm going to go first.
Start off.
If that's okay with you, Gage.
Yeah.
I gave a bonus.
Let me make a note. When we do these scores and bonus points, for anyone who's new here, we don't talk to one another. So there's a potentiality that we may give bonus points for the same thing. This is just purely, you know, our experience. So we don't share this with one another.
There's 40 points possible for general, 40 points possible for scares. So far they're at 74.5, I think, if that's correct. And then you take extra points. There's 10 possible from each of us, and that's where you get the out of 100. We wanted it to be weighted more towards general haunting things and not so much based on our own opinions. So extra points. I gave an initial extra point for actors on the train. These guys were all over the place. I watched them last week and I watched them this week. Their work from week to week, both weeks, was stellar. I love how they interact with crowds, both younger and older customers. They're not afraid to get in your face, but they also know when to back off, and they know when to be cool to the customers. I'd like to call somebody out if that's okay. Normally I don't do this anymore because I don't need anybody getting in trouble or whatever, or, you know, anybody management being like, oh yeah, kissing ass, I see. I do want to call somebody out. There's a bigger guy who works on the train. He's much like myself, kind of balding. I really like him, and I love the way he portrays his character. So last week when we were on the train, this group of students was kind of like trying to embarrass their friend. And they were like, oh, she took a picture, take her phone, you know, and he comes over, let me see it. You know, and of course she scrolls through and shows him, and he takes her phone from her and takes a selfie of it himself with it and gives her back her phone and goes back to work. Now, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was an awesome actor to customer interaction, and I wanted to make sure I called that out, and I wanted to make sure I gave kudos there. So +1 to the actors on the train. You guys are fantastic. The leadership there is awesome. +1 to line management tonight. They kept the lines moving, both general admission and fast pass / VIP and platinum admission. I didn't feel like I waited in line too long. In fact, I would say both times It felt like I was in line long enough to appreciate the house, to appreciate the Scarlet Storm, to appreciate the actors that were working the lines. I like that a lot. +1 to their line management. +1 to their line entertainment. The actors entertaining the lines were good. They were interacting with the customers. They're not too good for a fist bump or a handshake or a high five. They're not too good for any of that stuff. And they're not afraid to scare you and be aggressive. And I liked this a lot. +1 to the line entertainment. +1 for the train itself. I remember in past years going through Terror on the Fox and saying, that sucked. Period. Full stop. That train sucked. And we went through tonight, and I came through, and I was like, you know what? This train is better than I remember it being in a long damn time. This was fun. The kids were screaming. The guys were trying to act tough. The actors were aggressive. +1 for the train. I gave +1 bonus point for new house rooms. They were interesting, they were exciting, and the actors seemed like they knew what they were doing in those rooms and how to utilize some of the new things. I really liked this, and specifically some of the prop work that they did. This was excellent. +1 to new house rooms. +1, the house at Terror on the Fox feels strong now. I remember in past years kind of getting through the train and the trail and being like, okay, let's just get through the house and get the hell out of here. Because I wasn't excited for it. I was kind of like bored. And I'm just like, the house isn't going to get me. It's kind of dumb. Let's just go. And now, with these revamped rooms and better actor and prop placements, the house feels strong. +1 to the house becoming the main attraction like it should be. +1, staff and actors. Not only were staff incredibly helpful, polite, and great at what they were doing, they knew where to send us, they communicated properly, they were incredibly polite, and they made sure everybody felt welcome. But the actors also knew what they were doing. They were communicating well amongst not only each other, but scaring the guests too. That was really good. And +1, prop placement and audio scares. They got me. They got me with a scream. They got me. And I'm not even going to try to act tough. I'm not going to try to act like, I'm hot shit or anything. The audio scares and the prop scares actually got me tonight. So it was good. I enjoyed it. +1 for that. Overall, I gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bonus points. Really good, really stellar, and I enjoyed it a lot. Gage, bonus points.
Before we move on to mine, do you want to do MVAs, or that's something we're saving till last?
We can do it at the end. That's the most important thing.
And what about little notes that we want to harp on? Is that something we want to...
Yeah, we're going to do that too.
At the end?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hey guys, we're just kicking off 2025, so y'all need to understand that we got to find our groove.
I don't have that problem.
Oh, that's good for you, Balding. I almost said the second part of that.
Dude, that group totally roasted me in the Blink room.
They did. They roasted him they call it, like, I heard Balding, and I'm like,
I don't even care. Dude,
did you say Balding?
It doesn't bother me. I don't know how they can see in there, so I'm just like, whatever, I don't care.
Shot through the heart, and
you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name. Burn!
We're obnoxious. Who said these guys should do hot reviews? They don't know what they're talking about. They're annoying as all hell. Anyway, so my bonus points, starting off, is I want to give a bonus point for the actors on the train. Want to make sure I state it, because I don't know if I wrote it in this part or not. So I want to say bonus point for the actors in the train, because... it really, I feel like every time we kind of go on the train, we're kind of left out and barely even get noticed.
Yeah.
Like a notice me senpai kind of thing. That's right. I threw in a cringe anime joke. But this time we have been noticed by senpai more than multiple times by multiple actors. So I want to make a note here is that because this was a media night, we were given glow sticks. Now, note, we don't know if like this could be a potentiality, but like, hey, make sure you focus on people with glow sticks. So we did hide them. I hid them. I sat on mine. And
not to say he's not saying he's not saying that they are for that, but under the chance that they were for that, we hid them so they would not affect their performance.
We're trying to pretty much.
It's not like they don't know who we are, dude. Don't even act like Terror doesn't know who we are.
Okay, don't say stuff like that. It sounds so narcissistic.
No, it's not, dude. No, don't act like they don't know who we are.
But guys, what I'm trying to get at is I'm really just trying to keep it fair. And the reason why I'm making this point such a big ordeal is that they still focused on us. They still attacked us. I'm going to go ahead and say they attacked us. Stop it. Next point is, as I stated from earlier, the amenities. Food trucks, I'm not going to go ahead and say it needs to be specifically what kind of food truck, but the presence of a food truck is an amenity alone that is really, they go hand in hand. You know, a food truck and a haunted house is like peanut butter and jelly. You got to appreciate them. Like, they must love one another.
And they have the bar, and they have the, the drinks, and the Dutchman's Hideaway. I mean, dude, come on, man.
They have that seating area, so if you want to get a drink at the bar, get whatever's at the food truck at that time, and go sit down and eat. There's a seating area in both, on the other side. I'm harping on some point. I don't know why I keep harping on. What I'm trying to get at is everything's clear. It's concise. It's definitely something that you can hang out for and just chill for a little bit. And grab a bite to eat and go bathroom and maybe get scared. My next point. It's got to be Nate. Got to give Nate that bonus point. He seems like a bro, dude. Like,
dude, Nate is a bro.
It's a weird thing for me to give a point to. Be like, what, Nate? Who's Nate? Let me tell you about Nate, all right? Nate kind of we went through our initial time, and then he's like, are you guys who you think you are? I'm like, we are.
And I sounded like such a dick. I was like, you know who we are.
You know who we are. You know who we are.
It just came out wrong, dude.
But he was a chill guy, and the reason why I'm also giving a bonus point on this is because it's like when we were about to go into haunt, he was the kind of the guy, managing the lines going into the haunt our second time around for media night. And, he's just chill. We're dabbing him up, we're saying what's up. It just seemed like it's just one of those guys. If I can give an MVA to management, I'll probably give it to him, or at least a runner-up.
I mean, God, dude, you really just put Nate on blast, bro.
I did. So we got a bonus point out of that. So there you go, Terror and the Fox. My next bonus point is the props are insanely gory, and I love it. I'm looking at. Really good. I would love to just stop and look at their props, but I know we're kind of, you got to get the line moving. Yeah. But as I'm walking through them, I'm kind of like eyeing them up. I'm trying to be like, ooh, that looks good. That looks really gory. That looks realistic, And it adds to that factor. It's like, oh my goodness, maybe I could get stabbed. Maybe I could wind up like that guy that's, is it eviscerated? Yeah. Or your guts? Yeah. Yeah, eviscerated on that bed, So I had to give a bonus point for the goriness. Nice an additional bonus point for... Okay, I can't read my own handwriting. I apologize. An additional bonus point for the modest blend of actors and props. Props as in air jets, as in loudspeakers, as in, pretty much anything that's not a human touch, human scare. So, and they kind of had a good general blend of human to prop scares. That's one of the things that kind of...
Their balance is a lot better this year.
Yeah. That's one thing I harped on at least a couple of years ago is like I went through it. I'm like, dude, it's all just props, and I got like an occasional actor. This time it was there. An additional bonus point for how incredible that makeup was. Yeah. As I stated earlier on how good the makeup was, I kind of had a like on the train. The one gal who kind of looked down at us, I saw her makeup and I wanted to be like, do you need some like moisturizer in a good way? Do you need some moisturizer? Do you want a band-aid? You're cut up quite a bit. Like, it's just their makeup, not only her, but multiple other ones, especially the guy with the tentacles on his face. The makeup and mask.
So good.
It's kind of the best I really have ever seen. So if we ever had an award for makeup in that, I feel like Tara and the Fox might take that cake unless something else comes up this year.
Or even best icon character. Yeah.
My last bonus point. Okay. Yeah, I see where I messed up. Anyways, I'm still going to give them the bonus point because both the actors on the train were great. My last bonus point was the fact that we weren't ignored. Now, because realistically, those actors and that train should get 2 points for how well they did. So that point and the previous point, my first bonus point, the actors in the train get 2 points for doing their job.
But I think you make a good point because we've talked about this in the past where we went through the event and it felt like we weren't even there. Or we felt like we were barely there. It didn't feel that way tonight, and to be fair, it hasn't felt like that the past few years now. They've really stepped up the way they get each group and give each group attention, and I like that a lot. They're, like I said, the balance at Terror on the Fox and the that is probably one of the biggest areas that they've improved in the past few years.
Because I can recollect while we're on that train, because we're literally sitting on the end by it, mind you. As soon as we walked in, we sat down, our backs to the wall of the train. The door is right here on my right, Justin's to my left, and we're just watching the entire VIP portion of the train. And as these actors are coming down, making their way down, now mind you, it's so cute when you see a bunch of kids going, like they're like trying to see when the actor's coming. But what I'm trying to get at is I'm seeing these actors come down and they're hitting every single one of those seats. They're hitting left, they're hitting right, you know, they're coming down. Pretty much every single one of those actors on that train at least saw us once.
Gage, how many total bonus points did you give?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bonus points.
Okay, that gives 15 extra points. That puts them at a 89 and a half.
89 and a... Dude.
Bro, I don't know if you realize this. This is the best Terror on the Fox has scored in years.
I want y'all to understand.
Almost since we've been doing this.
Y'all may hear like, oh, an 80, that's not good. What was our highest scored ever? Wasn't it 94?
I think it was 91 or 93. We've never had...
No, it was 92 or 94.
Bro, trust me.
I will verify.
Hey,
that is,
trust me,
it's
bro.
good.
This, so, yeah. So I know, right, it's always like, oh, is it scary going to say? Don't tell me you don't think that. You definitely think that. We know you do. Anybody going into our video that manages at Terror on the Fox or works at Terror on the Fox, knowing the show you guys have this year, I'm just talking to Terror in general. Anybody going into watching this video that really is sitting there thinking, oh man, they're going to tear us apart this year. It's going to be bad. Y'all need some major confidence because let me tell you what, you know you have a good show. You know you do. And it would literally be almost impossible, unless I'm faking my review, to come on here and say the show was bad. It would be hard for me to do that. What's up?
I just verified the highest score we've ever had on Is It Scary Wisconsin was 92.
Yeah, what was that, Realm of Darkness last year?
That was Realm of Darkness and Abandoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tying in the 2024 season, 2023. Yeah. So now let me tell you what, we had 89.5.
That's good.
And our highest scoring was a 92.
It's pretty good.
That's a great haunt.
Yeah, actually by our score scale, that's a great haunt.
That really is.
So let's get into the final scare here. Let's talk about some things about Terror and the Fox that kind of annoyed us. I was given the wrong t-shirt at the gift shop. I'm over it. I guess it's better that it happens to me because I'm just going to call it out in a video and then be over it. My girlfriend still loved it. She's very happy with it, and Gorzo's pretty awesome. The gift shop's awesome. I was given the wrong t-shirt. Might be something to pay a little bit more attention to and keep your eyes open on. Your designs are awesome. They're fantastic. Nice. Really cool. Really cool.
I do like their shirts. I got another shirt, too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab.
Yeah. The trail did feel empty in some areas where it felt like we would walk pretty significant distance, and it was kind of like, there's nobody here. There's no actors here. Now, that's not to say the trail was empty. It's just to say there was significant dead space on the trail. And after seeing 5 or 6 or 7, nice. After seeing,
I'm just showing off their merch that we got because it's hard. I got a green screen on. It's hard, but yeah,
after seeing 5 or
like
6
their
or,
merch.
after seeing 5 or 6 or 7 scare actors entertaining the line before the trail, you easily could have moved one of them to the trail to break up some of those dead zones. But the trail was still good. The house is the best it's ever been since I've been reviewing. Oh yeah, there's a positive point I want to make. The house is the best it's been since I've been reviewing. I walked through it tonight and was like, holy shit, this is great. And then, Gage, I don't know if we even want to talk about this. We saw 2 non-actors, or maybe they're breakers.
So
they might have been breakers. They came behind us, and they just kind of like broke off through a side door on the trail. I don't know if they were breakers or if they were trying to see if anybody needed a water or something, but they just kind of disappeared, and that was a little bit immersion breaking for us.
It was.
And in my review score, I took a point off here for seeing a sensor during the haunt.
I can tell you what the room looks like.
Yeah, we don't know. We're not doing that. It's a trigger sensor for one of your little shaky prop things. I feel like those can be concealed better. Keep your sensor part open, but the rest of it could be taped up, blacked out, whatever. It's just an immersion thing overall. So that's why you kind of lost a point there. I really didn't have a lot of negative to complain about. I mean,
yeah.
When I look at the bad year, right, I look at 2022, and I look at now, it's a totally different haunted attraction. It was so good. It was so much fun. And it was good not only tonight on media night, but it was equally good when we came on our own time, on our own dollar, last week. So I can confidently say Terror on the Fox in 2025 is a damn good show. Gage, anything else you want to talk about that kind of annoyed you?
I mean, you really...
Or that was a miss for you?
A miss, I mean, really was those 2 individuals. Now, they had a third, and I believe it was another actor kind of following us to kind of bring up a scare on the rear. But it's just like those 2 kind of... It did, like I said, it was immersion breaking. I just want to make sure, so Justin, instead of an 89.5, it's an 88.5 because you took off that 1, correct?
What?
You said you took off a point
for
right?
what?
Or
no,
was that from previous?
No, that was that was during the review.
Oh,
I just wanted to touch on
89.5.
it because it's 89.5. I wanted to touch on it because I said I would touch on it.
Okay, 89.5. You know,
look at these idiots from Is It Scary? They can't get their shit together.
Remember the brand.
But it isn't scary as shit.
Other than that, yeah, the trail did kind of feel a little dry.
In some areas. In some
areas. There was points to where it's like, where are the scare actors?
Yeah.
Where are they? You know, that we had to kind of look for them. Is the thing.
Well, to be fair, the scare actors we encountered were good.
I can kind of, and I saw, okay, so I could pick up on this. I noticed how the trail was. The trail's like a big oval, and it goes around. And then so there's a scare actor in that middle where it all curves in. There's a scare actor right here, kind of running, getting back between the people who's the scared person coming in, and that's later on the haunt. I kind of notice him, and that's fine if I notice him. I'm not expecting him to be an invisible person. But the thing is that, like, we first went through, I see him going this way, and then as we come around to go this way, he's going that way. So I'm not saying he's avoiding us, obviously, but I feel like that's where the miscommunication is, where it felt like there was just dry for some of that path, because it's human error. It is what it is. It's like the shirt, it's a human error thing. It's just something we just want to know.
The show was good. 89.5.
Really was.
89.5 is absolutely, positively nothing to be embarrassed about.
MVA. Actors stay to the end. You stay to the end, right? You do not
management doesn't stay to the end, but the actors stay to the end because they want to know.
So, who's your MVA?
What are you asking me for? You
don't have one, do you? You're not prepared.
I'm not prepared, even though I was harping on you all night about being prepared. No, I actually forgot to do an MVA. If I had to do some if I have to do some MVA callouts, I will. Like I said, the kind of bigger, bald guy that works on the train, I really like him. I called him out for some stellar actor work last week, and I'm going to echo it again this week. I mean, I see this guy sweating his ass off. I see this guy moving all over the place, getting groups, and getting good scares, too. Great personality, great facial features, and I really, really like that. I got to give an MVA to him.
On the train, by the way, guys, train.
Well, yeah, train, and he's kind of a roving actor, too. And I liked it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give it to him, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good with that. I really like him as an actor. I think he's really good, and I see why he's been there for several years now. Like he's got it. He gets it. I like him.
All right, my MVA. I had a runner-up because she really had to be mentioned. It's got to be the Bird Lady. The one I almost coughed on going into the. I had my back to her. Now, she was just trying to line up a good scare, so I really appreciate that. But I'm talking to Justin like, you're Justin, all right? I'm talking to you. Hi, Justin. How are you?
Hey, bro.
And then the Bird Lady's right behind me.
Didn't you see me going? Didn't you see me doing this? Like,
no.
I was literally just nodding, like, kind of like looking at them behind you, like.
No, I had no
like
idea.
Like an idiot.
This is me. I went. Like I did that, like,
and in the middle of the cough, they're scaring you.
And I'm like, and I go to the middle to not cough on her. Cause I don't want to cough on her. And it was funny. So I had to give you a little runner-up MVA because I didn't. You were almost officially coughed on by Gage.
I usually pay for that kind of treatment.
Usually you do. What? Are you gonna bleep that out?
Yep.
You can really?
Yep.
Okay, fine. All right, bleep it out. My MVA for this run at Terra and the Fox 2025 is the scare actor and the blinking lights. Realistically, I'm just incredibly impressed with how you're able to maneuver that blinking lights room, because I gotta look at you. As weird as that sounds, I gotta look at you. And you didn't have any kind of goggles on. Maybe you did. Maybe some kind of contact lens or whatever, but you were you pure eyes just like me. You must have some, like, you must be trained in that, but it was just really impressive because you were pretty much maneuvering that hallway, just talking to us, shooting the crap, and it was impressive. So I have to give that MVA to the actor at the end of The Haunt and the Blinking Ring.
Yeah, it does take a lot. It definitely does take a lot. 89.5 is Terra on the Fox's score this year. That makes him a great haunt. Really, really stellar performance, and they have just been improving so much. Really, really impressed with this haunted attraction, and honestly, I can't wait to see what these guys do next year. It was exceptional. I'm looking forward to an awesome haunt season, and if Terra on the Fox is any kind of precursor to what we're going to see in 2025, Gage, I think you and I are in for one hell of a ride. But when people come here to Is It Scary, Wisconsin, they look for one thing. There's one question they want the answer to. And before you say it, I just want to remind everybody that there are a lot of imitators around right now. And remember, if it ain't Is It Scary, it ain't shit.
Is it scary, Wisconsin?